Hey everybody, Mike McWilliams, Upstairs to the Right Music channel. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Check this out. Upstairs to the Right Music has released a new album with our in-house band Asanoki, titled Ants in the Pantry. Support this channel by going to bandcamp.com and buy your copy today. Alright, so in part one, we reviewed the pros and cons of this Harley Benton guitar that I've had for 2 years. This is the Harley Benton DC Custom. I made some modifications to it. I had changed the wiring harness, changed the tuners on it, changed the pickups most importantly to make this up to snuff for me to do recording on my album. With this guitar, I wanted an SG tone, and I didn't want to go out and buy a Gibson SG. I tried an Epiphone SG as well, and I came to the conclusion between the Epiphone and this one. You can go back in our channel and history and take a look at that comparison. I actually preferred the tone of this one over the Epiphone. The Epiphone also, by the way, had a good set of pickups in it. I put burst buckers in it, so it was the burst buckers versus the Dry Z Q pickups that I had in this guitar prior. And this one stacked out, so over that one. So there is that. I gave you my opinions of this, again, the pros and cons. My one and only, and it's a major con, is the neck. I didn't mention the fretboard as well. I'm not a big fan of Purple Heart. I think, or Jatoba as they call it, I'm not a real big fan of that. I would prefer Indian Laurel over that. So a few issues that I had with the neck didn't make it any less of a great guitar to use for its purpose. Any guitar will sound good or great with a great set of pickups, and certainly with these Q pickup Dry Z pickups, you really can't go wrong. So I thought to myself, well, any good guitar will sound good with any set of pickups in it. You know, as long as the pickups are, you know, fair enough and of decent quality themselves. They don't have to break the bank and be $300 like these Dry Zs. No, they can be $30 like these pickups that I swapped with the Dry Zs and put in. So these are, just to recap, these are pickups that I picked up off Reverb for $30. And so what we're going to do today is see if this is a good guitar. I'm of the opinion, and Fern, my luthier, is of the opinion that these are actually pretty well solid made pickups. And Anicle 5s, they're not Anicle 3, so I want you to keep that in mind also when you're listening to this sound comparison I'm going to do here briefly. There's a slight little bit of difference between those tones, but you'll still get an idea of whether it's not whether you like the Dry Zs over these $30 pickups, it's whether the tone is equitable. If you say, hey, both of those sound good to me. And we're going to achieve that by playing a line of music. I'll pluck a little something on this guitar with the Dry Zs in it. And then I will also play you something with these pickups that are currently in it, these $30 Reverb made in China pickups. And just listen to the overall tune. We're going to keep it clean and keep it in the neck position here. I think the distortion is a good thing for other purposes, but our purpose today, a little bit of clarity, will bring clarity. So please enjoy and take a listen to this. Okay, guys, that is it. You know, I think for what I paid for these pickups actually punch above their price range. So no, you don't have to break the bank in order to get a great set of pickups. You may have to go through a couple of bad ones, but you can find them if you know what you're looking for. And certainly in this case, kind of roll the dice a little bit, to be frank with you. I've ordered from this company before, so I know their stuff is solid. These pickups being no different from that, so there is that. Yeah, I don't know what you thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you, which one you preferred, or if you like them both, or if you like one over the other. So this guitar is going to be donated to the same children's charity, musicians, young children and teenagers who were displaced by the war in the Ukraine that we gave the last Harley Benton to. Also, I want to thank Fern, our local luthier, for helping set this up and get this ready to do so, to give it away as a donation. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch both parts of this video, part 1 and part 2 of what I thought about this Harley Benton guitar. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget we have a live stream that we do every Sunday night, 11 p.m. Central European time. So wherever that finds you in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, please do take the time to watch, to chime in. Love to have you there. Bye, guys.